Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And, boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. Got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in that meeting. Yeah. But they like you. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Great play from Washington, and zero surprise seeing that. This guy's a mauler. He can outbody anyone out there, the size of a lineman, but runs like a receiver. Good luck matching up with someone like that.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Pickett. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At their own 33-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. With the score, Steelers 3, Browns 7. Now Chubb running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll run with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the hole?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Steelers 3.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row. with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Pickett sets up play action.
Man open is Robinson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 48 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Now it's Peterson.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Watson.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. This out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Handoff comes to Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that hasn't been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Watson. But he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Faking the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson.
And that is incomplete here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now it's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Here's Pickett.
This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
27, Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson.
Down inside.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris,
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Watson.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. He's got Johnson.
And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he's up to the 47.
They run it again with Chubb.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front